Good evening, everybody. So let us start our lecture tonight, and tonight we will discuss searching and sorting. Actually, these are searching and sorting. These are our 1321 review. So if you do not, whatever we will discuss tonight, if you do not understand this at all, so I like you to go to my YouTube channel, and we have recorded lecture from my previous semesters, CSE 1321, maybe section 2, fall 19, okay, a few months ago just. So there are some videos over here. These are the videos actually we are discussing. Okay, array. Tonight we will discuss array, one-dimensional array, how to declare a non-dimensional array in Java, C++, and C#. Then we discuss different kind of array decoration, and then okay, so these are the 4-5 lecture videos. If you need to recap, so please watch these 1321 lecture videos when you go home, and then come back here. So tonight we will discuss two problems, mainly 2-3 problems. First of all, this one, this you already did, right? This is a one-dimensional array. There is a data set given. You need to write your main method, and you need to declare a one-dimensional array, name my data, and you need to assign values with this, and then complete the my data, complete the program to check in my data for a targeted number, for instance 5. How many times 5 exists in the data set, and for instance here 5 exists 2 times, right? So it will show the target value 5 exists 2 times, and then if it does not exist, then it will show the target value 5 does not exist, something like this. Okay, for this is for same problems data set. This is for one-dimensional array, using one-dimensional array, and another array problem is two-dimensional array with 3 by 4, that means 3 rows and 4 columns. Okay, so Emily is going to volunteer for us tonight. Okay, so Emily, you need to speak up loudly so that we can record as much as possible, but tonight we do not have our sound system on, so please be quiet and be patient. Just if you need help, so just raise your hand. I will stop by. Okay, Emily, so please do it, and you need to explain. Okay. Oh, Emily, that means you could do it here. That will be recorded, right? You could.
Oh, code it?
Code it?
Yeah.
Okay. So that will be, yes. So let me open my Replit account. So which language is your favorite language? C#. That's good. So let me open C#. 2D array data search problem C#. Maybe 2, this one 2, right? C#. Okay, so I'll show you. So if you switch screen to screen, so this is command, then negative sign, it will make this.
Oh yes.
Okay, you know that's right. And if you click over here, it will show you the data set. Okay.
Okay.
And then if you click over here, then it will go to here. So we don't need hello world.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first part, let us see the problem again. Okay. The first part, declare a main method with its full signature. The first part is automatically done, right? This is my main method with its full signature. As soon as I start a program with Replit, it will give me first part, right? The part 1 is done, right? The second part, you have to use this data set to assign to a two-dimensional array, 3 by 4 two-dimensional array, name, give this name as my data, and use this value, okay? You need to, whatever you need to do, please do it, okay? And speak up loudly so that
Okay.
the voice.
Should I speak as I'm going?
Yes, you can, and a little bit louder.
Okay. So I'm going to start by declaring the two-dimensional array, right? I'm sure we all know this.
You can follow her, and if you don't understand, you can follow her and
MacBooks are hard. All right. I'm going to begin on the method.
there is a mistake over here, Emily.
Yeah? I don't know how to initialize with. I only know the new one.
Okay, it will not work. Will it work? Anybody knows? No, there is a mistake over here on line number 6.
Oh, I
You
know.
have to enclose this
In parentheses?
within another pair of
Oh, okay. I did that at first, and got it. Thank you. I've never done that before.
If it does mistake, use comma in between.
In between these. More you know.
Okay, and whatever you have done over here, what is the dimension of this array?
3 by 4? What?
Is anything but close?
It's a 4 by 3.
It's 4 by
I'm
3.
done. Thank you. Wow.
You have 4 rows, but you need 3 rows and 4 columns.
Got it.
There's still 1 comma is missing.
Yep, I see it. Okay. I'm going to start on the method above.
I'm going to declare a method. You don't need to declare method. Write everything in main method.
Oh.
Write everything in main method. That is simple. I did not ask to write any method.
I thought it said complete method.
Yes.
Are you? Oh, my goodness. Am I missing
You're
anything?
almost done, 80% done.
Ah,
Not 100%.
right. I got this.
You can switch to my PowerPoint slide and then see whatever
Uh-oh. My bad.
Yes, you're bad.
Yep. Thank you. Jeez. I swear by Windows. I don't. Works now. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Thank you.
Okay. Open my screen. Yeah. Problem, please. No, no, not that one. PowerPoint.
Oh, is it here? Okay.
Yes. Read the. So in your test, if you are asked to do something, you see there are condition. How many requirements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So in order to get full points, you have to completely fulfill the requirement. Okay. The first one is done automatically. The second one is done, and the third one is not done yet.
I did do that one.
A little bit. I said you have 80% or 85%, 90% done.
Oh, goodness.
Not 100%.
Does anyone know what I'm missing? Because it'd help.
Can you go back to it?
Yeah.
Back to your program, back to your program, please.
I mean, I don't.
Okay, instead, okay, hey, what update we should do to make the program standard?
I know.
Can't see where the voice is coming from.
The target value did not appear.
So, okay.
You should do that.
So
I think you should do that in.
Go ahead. Whoever is suggesting her, go ahead.
Put it in else statements.
Yeah, you need an else statement at the very end. Because if they're not 0, then you want to say how many times.
So instead of 5, can you type in -5, -5? Check for -5. Okay. So it is showing you.
It's showing both ones.
Two times,
It's
right?
not just showing one or the other. It's showing both conditions right now because it thinks. Actually, that's not even part of the if statement. It's just always going to happen. So you want to do one or the other.
Okay, I mean,
Okay, who can help her to fix it? You can go over there. Yes. No.
please do.
Not 5 or 3, okay?
Here comes the cow.
I'm gonna switch this. Hold on a second. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Hold on.
Else, then you don't need to put condition. Anything else block?
Yeah, the count minus.
Count you don't need to.
And the count right
Yeah,
here.
just get rid of that whole.
This whole thing.
Yeah, and the little bracket.
And we gotta
Yeah.
get rid of this.
And maybe you have an extra.
I think we can run it.
You will get. Okay. So now give 5, positive 5.
Where's step 5?
Instead of -5, put +5.
right where it's checking. Right here. If my data equals -5, line 10.
No, change the target value.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It is 95% done. Now go to my PowerPoint slide again, please.
What else
Here you
is
go.
missing? It works.
I'm a perfectionist.
Give it an A. So am I, but it's the pressure. It's the pressure.
Okay, so I want to say the target value 5 exists. So you need to display the target value.
So you want to make an int.
Target value. I said what is my output?
So can I just
Target value 5.
Can I hard code 5 or do you want?
No,
Okay,
nothing
okay.
can be hard coded.
Got it.
There is a technique, very easy technique. Yes. Yes, target equal to
Oh.
5. That's good. So we sit here. Yes. Okay, then
Oh, that's not pretty.
okay, almost down. 99% down. Yep.
Yay. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Can I leave now?
Question.
Yes.
On the test, do we have to be that precise or?
As precise as possible. So in the test, it may lose 1 point, for instance.
We lose 1 point for saying the number 5 didn't appear versus saying the number target didn't appear?
Do you
Yes,
grade?
can lose.
Do you grade our tests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I make.
Wait, you do?
But whenever I grade, we will have our same policy,
Can you scroll up a little?
same grading rubric.
Just a little. Just scroll.
Little bit, like little bit.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
I just wanted to see how you had them both done.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, you can take a picture and then you can try it later. Okay. Thank you again.
Thank you.
And again, if you do not understand total, okay, then what should you do? You need to review 1321 content, right? These are the topics that actually we will not discuss 2021 from the beginning. But what we will do, we may test you. So your test one will be predict your 1321 scale.
Yes.
So we will have about 2 more weeks, right? For your test.
Right.
Huh?
Right. 2 more weeks.
Okay, 2 more weeks. By not this weekend, next weekend, coming weekend, by coming weekend we will give you a study guide. Yes. Yes. Okay, and maybe in your test one, we will allow you to write pseudocode, but after test one, we are not going to allow you to write pseudocode. For instance, here. So here, writing pseudocode will need more code. I personally want you to be prepared at least for an internship. So that if you take my course and if you pass this course, definitely you will be able to get an internship. Okay? So hopefully I will teach you interview question. I will task you coding. So pseudocode seems to me incomplete. In many cases like 1322, while discussing object-oriented principles, we cannot use pseudocode. But say whenever you see inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, operation, that is pseudocode is not working for us.
I see this.
Anyone has any question so far? Okay, thank you again, Emily, for helping us. And if you do not understand that, again, please, you need to review 1321 topics. So you can review my recorded lecture videos from previous section. So you need to review how to declare a one-dimensional array, how to declare a two-dimensional array, how to use this lecture, how to pass an array as a parameter of a function. Okay, so these are the lecture videos. You can recap if needed. Now, what is the language that this Emily used to implement this code? C#. Okay, now let us do it. I need someone else to convert this code in. Okay, Emily, I like this. The number here also target. Also like this. Okay, so if you like this, then it will be good. Okay, the number 5 appear 2 times. Let us check it. If I give 5 another one more time, so it should show us 5 appears 3 times, right? It's working good. If I gave 55 instead of 5, it should give me 55 did not appear. That means I need a space over here. So everybody likes perfectness, right? So as perfect as you can do. But for instance, in your test, for instance, if you miss this space, we will not deduct any point. We want to see that you want to, for instance, here we will be testing that you can use concatenation. You can do string concatenation using string and variable.
You're saying not having that would be like 2 bits off or something?
Sorry?
Not having that would be how much off probably? Like if we did all this, we were missing that. How much would that be?
I said if you miss only like this, you will not lose point. Only for this not giving a space. That is not an issue, okay? But as you practice, you should be familiar with. If you run your program, that
would just be a point?
no, you will not lose any point. I said. But this case, this miss a space, you will not lose any point. But so my opinion is that if you practice, then if you see your output, then definitely you will fix it, right? Yes. You have a question?
Yeah, so on the test, you said we have to write the source code. Are we going to be able to like write our test in Replit, or we have to hand write it?
Handwritten. In your test, you will not be allowed to open any device. Handwritten. Handwritten. So I think everybody knows how to write the main method, right? Okay. So then you should know how to declare this 2-dimensional array. I gave the data set in. So here, okay, the Emily first did not notice that this is how many. This is first row, second row, third row, right? How many rows I asked? 3 rows, right? And 4 columns, right? Yes.
Do we have to write like using system, class,
No.
main class?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to write this. Even for instance, you don't need to write class.
Okay, you just have to write the main.
Just main. In your test, in this problem, did I ask for writing main method? Writing class? No. Just main method. Okay, mainly here we will be checking here, right? Your ability to traverse an array and to search for a target value. Okay, this problem, this is good. I can write this way: if count equal to 0. So what do we mean by if count equal to 0? So every time we are getting a match, we are increasing our count, right? So if we do not find a match, so then still our count variable will be 0, right? So if count is 0, then target value is not found. Otherwise, if there is a match, the count value will be updated, right? Increased. So then we have to put that. Okay, now I need a person just to convert this program in Java. Yeah, who can volunteer for me? Yes, come in, please. Yeah, 2 people can come in. We will do, you can do a pair programming. To Java, right? Okay. So here I want to change this program completely from C# to Java, right? Okay, I copied the code from here to here, and for in order to save our time, just I pasted here. So now your task is to make the changes whatever we have the difference in Java compared to
Sounds good.
C#. Okay. Yeah, please speak loudly so that you bring it.
All right. So Emily did such a good job with this program that we should only have to make a few like minor syntax changes. So for example, to initialize a 2-dimensional array, instead of this comma here, we have a pair of brackets, but the way you initialize it should be the same still. And then right here, we can choose to do something like my data.length, or like, and then to do it for the seconds, or like to do it for columns instead of rows, we can do my data 0.length. Sorry, what?
Do it I. My do it I.
Ooh, true. Ooh, where's that at? Here it is. All right, and then right here is a little different. Instead of doing I comma j, we have to do a pair of brackets I and then j. And then if you want to have the honor of changing the console write line, pairing up.
You wanna pass the target value to the method too?
It's not a method, I don't think. It's just a main, right?
Oh, it was.
Yeah, that took me off guard.
What did I just do?
I think it's still good.
Oh my god, he doesn't have his.
I know. No flame.
No flame.
Alright.
Is that
Get one
are we
last
good?
look over, see if I missed anything.
Oh, there's no method.
I know, it's so good.
Alright, I think it looks good to me.
Looks good to me. Let's give it a run.
Is it? Uh-oh, we've got.
You can, but it's like hard coding, you know? So,
We got an error.
did
Target
we?
equals 55.
Oh no, it
There's-
works, it works.
Oh, does it?
But, wait a
Why
minute.
is target 55?
Wait a minute. Our target's 55, but
That's not
that's
good.
okay.
Is it?
The not a pure value.
Speak up loudly.
Alright.
I'm sure I understand.
Changes. Okay, put it Here. Alright, so we got our target value of 55 did not appear because it's not in the array. So if we change it to 5 and run it again, hopefully we get a different result that is correct.
Did it work?
The number 5 appeared 3
Now
times.
can you please explain, just highlight the points that you changed?
Okay, so big changes were, well, big in quotation marks. the way to initialize arrays is slightly different. Instead of the comma, you have to do a pair of square brackets. You can use the length function. I don't know if you can do that in C. I don't think you can. I don't know. Could be wrong. But we could change that to like avoid hard coding if we wanted to change the variable size later.
I've given hard coded value, right?
Yep.
So even you could put 3 for the first.
You
right?
could, yeah.
If they use my data dot length. Okay, so in Java, length L is in lowercase, right?
Yep.
And in C sharp,
Uppercase.
Pick that up.
All right.
C sharp and L was in uppercase, right?
And then, you know, the console right line gets changed to system.out.println just because the statement's different. And this my data, it goes from I comma j to once again a pair of square brackets, one with I in it, one with j in it. But the rest of the code is basically exactly the same because they're pretty similar at this level.
That's crazy.
It's wild. So that is the Java program.
Is that my data I dot length, or what is that?
Yeah. You can use 0 if you just want to do the first row. You can use I, you can do. You can mix it up.
Can you scroll back up to the in double brackets my data?
Yep.
I have that, but it's giving me a ton of errors for some reason.
Yeah, you go check that one out.
I have that pretty much, but it's giving me a ton of errors.
All right. Let's go.
They are. Wait. I thought it was. It's telling me I can
What is your name?
Michael.
Okay, Michael, and what is your name?
Sam.
What is your name?
Sam.
Sam. Okay, thank you, Sam, and thank you, Michael. Okay, so for this program, since I put hard coded, so if you know how to find the length, the row count and column count, that's fine. Otherwise, in this code, if you wrote 3 over here and just hard coded number 4 over here, that would be accepted. So 3 is number of rows, right? And 4 is number of columns. Okay, but if you understand these and if you can write this, then for any length, so if we add 2 more values, for instance here for like this, it will work, right? I don't need to be worried. Add as many data as I add, it will get the row count and column count automatically, so I don't need to be worried. But if you give hard coded row and column count, then you need to be consistent with your array size. Anyone has any questions so far? Yes.
I still have. It's giving me these weird errors now where in my system.out.print, it's asking what it's saying it can't find.
Sam or Michael, can you please, anyone please help him?
This isn't Java.
Or is it, maybe Emily can. Okay. In Java or C Sharp?
Java.
Java, oh, then same, yeah, same kind. Sorry. I'm confused. Okay, my program code is over here. You see my program is code over here. If needed, go home and then open my program. Sorry? And then practice it. Okay, I like you to do practice. Do not memorize code. Okay, if you memorize code, then you will not pass in this course. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you for this task. I will give you another task. Be ready at the end of this course. Maybe homework as homework. You can do it at home. Okay. So tonight actually I wanted to discuss searching and sorting algorithms. So because you see there are 50 slides. A lot of actually I have my recorded video in my 1321 section or previous section. So I will not go through in detail, but if needed, please go through my previous recorded video, one of the recorded videos that you like, and then you can know in detail. Since it is 1321 topic, so actually I'm behind like a week. Within 2 weeks, I got one week behind. Okay, I discussed a lot of, I talked a lot of unnecessary talk. Okay, so searching algorithm, there are several searching algorithms. Linear search algorithm is very simplest one, and but widely used one for small data set like whatever we discussed so far. Okay, the problem. And in linear search algorithm, the elements are checked one by one, starting from the beginning and it goes all the way end. Okay, so since it checks all the elements one by one, so this is called the times needed in order to execute a linear search algorithm is called big O(n). When you take your data structure course, you will learn how to write a program efficiently and implement an algorithm efficiently, and for your interview maybe you will be asked to write an algorithm. So that is called very simple as possible. For instance, if you are asked to go to student union from here, student union, okay, how many ways are there to go to student union? A lot, maybe 100, right? You can go downtown and come back. Okay, you can go to Kenesa campus and come back to student union here, but people will not consider you as a wise person if you do that. People will consider as if your route is as simple as possible, right, without any trouble. So when you write an algorithm or implements an algorithm or solve a problem, the people who will check your efficiency by looking at the complexity of an algorithm or running time of an algorithm, how long it takes to implement, to complete this algorithm. So for instance, here is data set is simple, right? Data set is simple, but think about that, how if this data set was used for recording census data. For instance, census 2020 is coming soon, right? Census 2020, US census, that all people in the United States will be recorded there with their information. Very large data set, right? Maybe 325 million people's record will be recorded. So in that case, time is a factor. Okay, if you are asked to search for a specific person's data, then as simple as possible is fine. For linear search algorithm, we need to go all the way end, because in the worst case, my target value can be all the way end, right? If I am lucky enough, my target value can be at the beginning. And even if my target value does not exist, how many times I have to check? All the record, right? If my target value does not exist, then I have to check all record, right? So if my target value does not exist, I have to check all records, and even if my record is all the way end, then I have to check all the records. So in linear search algorithm, we say the complexity is big O(n). You will understand when you take data structure course what is called big O(n). There is maximum time it can take. We may search to all record. And n is the array size. Okay, you are lucky enough you can find your record at the beginning. Okay, so this is the linear search algorithm. We do your program. We just did your with linear search algorithm. There are other ways to solve this problem. Or there are other algorithms for searching. The second one widely used is called binary search algorithm. In binary search algorithm is take short time, big O log n actually. So, but there is a requirement in order to use binary search algorithm is that your data must be pre-sorted. Okay, if your data is not sorted, you have to sort it again. Okay, searching is easier than sorting. So sorting will take long time, right? So if your data is not sorted, then we should not use binary search algorithm. We should use linear search is better. Okay. Then there is another sorting algorithm is called bubble sort algorithm, insertion sort algorithm, selection sort algorithms. These are the algorithms process techniques just for searching. There are still other searching algorithm people use. Okay, so mainly in our 1321 we discussed linear search, binary search, and bubbles. Almost we discussed all 5 these algorithms. Okay, so we have this algorithm, and we just discuss an implementation. So this is for binary search algorithm. Bi means 2, right? So every time it splits its data set into 2 halves. And it checks. I'm not going to discuss in detail everything in detail. So I like you please go to my previous sections video if you need to recap this. I have a lot of slides to cover. Since every time it splits the data set into halves, so the time complexity of binary search algorithm is log 2n. Okay, but for instance, if you have 32 elements, then you need 25 search, because 2 to the power 5 equal to 32, right? Even if you have 35 elements, then how many sort you need? 35 elements, 6. Up to 64 you need 6. Okay, it raised 2 to the power. So even if it says if you have 4 billion records, then you need only 32 search. About 30, yes.
I have a question. Might be asking this a little early, but on the test, do we have to know how to code every single different type of sorting?
I'm going there. So at the end of this, maybe in 15 minutes you will know that. Okay, I will answer that in 15 minutes. So these are the binary search algorithm. Okay, these are the algorithm implementation. So also, if you go to my Replit account, so that I have all programs. I discussed in 1321 course. Anyone is here? It was my 1321 course. Karen, right? You are here. Who else? What's your name? Kane. You are here, right? Okay, you are here. So you know that I discussed in detail, right? Okay. So if needed, please watch this recorded video from there. And then sorting. Sorting, there are 2 types of sorting. Sorting means rearranging your data set either in ascending order or descending order. What is mean by ascending order?
Smallest to largest.
Yeah, ascending order means starting from small number and ending with the largest number. Okay, I am not a native English speaker, or I was not good in English and also math. So how did I remember ascending and descending? It was a problem for us to remember what is ascending and descending. How do we remember? We wrote A like this in uppercase, and so A start with small and it expands, it becomes larger at the end, right? So we did remember these ways for ascending order, from starting from small number and going to larger number. Okay, this is the ascending order if you remember that. And alternatively for descending order, we started D, we started for large, and simultaneously we go all the way small. So either one you can remember. We used to remember that way. For descending, you can start for a large number and go all the way to a small number. So sorting algorithms are difficult than searching. Most of the sorting algorithm takes n squared times. Okay, because most of the sorting algorithms, for instance, I will take you. Let me see. The most popular sorting algorithm is called bubble sort, or it has another version is called exchange sort. So bubble sort algorithm, we start a small bubble. We write this way actually 4 and 9. So we start a small bubble 8 and 9, right? And we compare the value. Bubble is right like this: 8, 9, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4 to 7. Remember this, okay? 8, 9. So our data set is 8. Wow. 9 is slow. Sorry, I cannot use it. So 8. I'm sorry, it is getting slow. I don't know why is internet slow or something. Okay, 8, 9. What is my data set? 3, 1, 4 to 7, right? 3, 1, 4, 2. I don't know why. So we will make a bubble. So what is a bubble? Like this is a bubble, right? So we will compare the values on the edges of this bubble, two edges, two opposite sides. Okay, for instance, in this case, what is they doing? We want to rearrange or sort this data set into descending order, starting from a large number ending to the smallest number, right? So we will compare this 8 and 9. Since 9 is greater than 8, so this will be exchanged. Okay, then bubble will move to the right. Okay, bubble will move right, so then it will compare. So 8 will come here after is this. Okay, so then bubble will go, 8 will come here, and then 9 will go here, right? Oh, so 9, so 8 and 9. So Okay. Sorry, I don't have time to discuss in detail. So here bubble sort, you see that it has how many slides I do have? First pass, second pass, third pass, fourth pass, fifth pass, and last pass. Okay, so how many values I do have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? I have 7 values, so I need 7 minus 1 equal to 6 phase. So for instance, in your test, if you are given a data set, you will not be asked to write an algorithm, or you will not be asked to write a complete program for at least for sorting algorithm. But you might be given a data set like this, and you might be asked to write the number. If your data set is small enough, then you will be asked to write all the internal changes. For instance, for this one, this is the first phase, first pass, this is the second pass, this is the third pass, this is the fourth pass, this is fifth pass, and this is the final pass, and after finally it is ascending in placed in in ascending order. Okay, so you might be, if your data set is small enough, you might be asked to write all internal steps. Okay, or if your data set is large enough, okay, then you will be asked to write the output at the end of each phase. So here how many phases I do have?
You have 6.
My phase will be n minus 1. Okay, so how is my n here? Number of data set, right? Data set length, n is 7, right? So if you are asked to write the value at the end of each phase, then I only will see only this highlighted code. Okay, and this is your internal step. You can do it on your head, you can do as a draft, or you can write it. Even write it I will not look for, I will look for that at the end. Okay, for the first page is done, and then similarly, what is happening? Sorry, my computer is tired. And similarly for the second, why is not? I don't know why it is coming this way. What did I select? I don't know what did I select. It is showing me. Okay, and at the end of second phase, okay, so in the second pass I will see only this. So what will happen at the end of first pass? So you will get at least one. Oh, it got at the end of first pass you will get one element in position. Okay, so at the end of first phase you will get 9 in position. Okay, and these inner other elements will be in other order, not in exact in first order. Okay, so then in the second pass you will get 2 elements sorted. So if I asked you to write only the steps at the end of each phase, then I will see this line, and internal lines are optional. Okay, and like all of this, in the third phase I will see this line. So at the end of third phase, what we want to ensure that there will be 3 elements in position, right, sorted. And how many passes will be? N minus 1, right? Whatever is n, if you are given 5 data set, then you will have 4, right? Yes.
So you said we're not going to have to code it, but do we need to know all the different types of sorting and how the numbers are changed?
Yes, most of the, for instance, do you remember the bubble sort?
Yeah.
Do the bubble sort algorithm, practice with the data set bubble sort algorithm, and then extend sort is more similar with bubble sort, but it is what it does, it makes the bubble larger. It makes the bubble larger, and in bubble sort its bubble size become fixed, does not change. Okay, and extend sort is, and then selection sort and insertion sort. There are 3 sorting algorithms. So we have programs, and then just practice with a data set, any random number data set with 6 elements. And yes, what is your question? Binary search?
It only works with one.
No, it can work for any dimensional array. It can work for any dimensional array. Oh, so you are asking for binary sort? In case it's better to implement. Actually, we use this sorting algorithm only usually for one-dimensional array. For two-dimensional array, we do not. You are okay in one sense, but maybe it's not always true, but pretty true. So anyone has any questions so far? Who asked me question about sorting? Or it's gone? You asked me. Yes, you got the answer? Okay, so yeah, it makes sense. It should make sense that you asked me whether you have to memorize code, right?
Yeah, I was just asking if we're going to have to know all the different ways to code all the different sorting methods.
No, you have to know, ultimately you will know how to code. So there are sorting algorithms and code available online. Okay, if you can do a Google search, that's why I'm going to test you. Okay, my goal is to teach you how to solve a problem. Okay. Anyone has any question? Okay. Thank you everybody, and drive safe. Yes. Me too. Okay, and think that please check your D2A, check your due date of assignment or anything. Please complete the policy and syllabus quiz as soon as possible.
Hey, so our first test is going to be over our first 2 reviews in this search. Is there going to be anything else that we're?
No, look, open the schedule. Open the schedule. Open the schedule. Open the schedule, please.